for Palestine, which is made up of grassroots, Black, and Latinx community organizations that represent thousands of people in Chicago. This Wednesday, January 31st, when it comes up for a vote. To do that, we need to call our elders and make sure they commit to voting. We also all need to pack City Hall to show a strong and visual presence in support of Palestine and in support of the ceasefire resolution. Silence will no longer be the status quo. justice and liberation for our people. Oppressed people all around the world are harmed by the same white supremacist systems, and it is imperative for all of us to support each other's struggles towards liberation. The people united will never be defeated!
The people united will never be defeated!
My name is Ian Hadafi. I am from UIC and I'm the Poly-Ed co-chair of SJP Chicago. Thank you so much for coming out today. What do we want?
Justice!
Where do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
Where do we want it?
Now!
And let's be proud when we say free Palestine. Proud. Because we're standing for what's just, for what's fair, and what's the future. And I know there's a lot of interests out there that are telling us here in the United States of America that this is not our fight. But I tell you loud and clear, and I think that we have a message from a good friend, Angela Davis. Her birthday was just recently. She reminded us one of the most important civil rights leaders in the country. Why it's so important that we make this our fight? Because we're not strangers to apartheid, we're not strangers to state violence, we're not strangers to the atrocities that are committed on behalf of safety, on behalf of keeping us all safe. So when we responded loud and clear, it is never again means never again, nowhere to no one, ever again. And that is the response that we have to give to the Zionists and white supremacists coming together to divide us, to try to mislead us, to try to divide us. Fred Hampton, Chairman Fred Hampton, the only leader and recognized assassination of the FBI against a leader in our community. We remember. And Chairman Fred Hampton said something very important, that we can not only talk about our local issues, that we always have to talk about international solidarity. And how beautiful it feels, and how beautiful it is when we have no other than the descendants of Mandela in South Africa putting a historic lawsuit that just got a yes. And to make sure that never again means never again. But Angela Davis reminds us how important this fight is today, the root causes of the violence. Because we see a military women, Palestinians. We are seeing, we remember, and we will not stop talking about an atrocity to fund such genocide with our tax dollars, with our own brothers and sisters in the south side, in the west side. Our sister Angela Davis reminds us how critical it is that we fight locally so that we have a moral document for the federal government to act immediately to stop the funding of genocide. With our tax money! President Biden, the court, the ICJ, made clear in its ruling we can and all states should follow suit. Including the permanent members of the Security Council, the head of which is the United States, who is completely complicit in this genocide. And we call on the other court in The Hague, the ICC, the International Criminal Court, to expedite its investigations of Israeli officials and bring them to justice in The Hague and charge them. Ceasefire resolution despite the ICJ ruling, but because of the ICJ ruling, and not just that ruling. You have a moral duty. You have a moral duty as well. And the mayor finally realized it after 25,000 killed. Well, at least he finally realized it. So thank you to him.
apartheid that is being bankrolled by our country. Being an anti-Zionist means I am opposing the political ideology and supremacy of Zionism. It means standing against the creation of a nation state with exclusive rights for Jews above others on the land. Know this, Chicago, that as long as Zionism has existed as a political ideology, there have been Jews who have opposed it. We dream of freedom and safety and dignity for all who live between the river and the sea. And we will continue to fight for and organize for Palestinian liberation. Free Palestine!
The Chicago City Council has failed to call for a ceasefire on the genocide of Gaza for 112 days.
Shame!
We have to shut these streets down to show them that Chicago stands with Palestine. We will not allow them to carry on with business as usual until they call لا بد آتية، وقيد الأسرى لا بد أن ينكسر، فمهما طال الاحتلال فإنه إلى زوال، ومهما زاد الأسر فالأسرى سيتحررون جميعا، وعلى رأسهم القائد مروان البرغوثي أبو القسام. ومهما زاد القتل فغدا ستشرق شمس الحرية. أود أن أطلب من أبناء جاليتنا الكريمة ومناصري الحق الفلسطيني بالتوجه إلى مقر بلدية شيكاغو يوم الأربعاء القادم في 31/1 في تمام الساعة 9 صباحا للتظاهر أمامها، حيث سيتم التصويت على قرار وقف إطلاق النار الذي ومن هذا المنبر باسمكم أطالب مجلس بلدية شيكاغو بالتصويت لصالح هذا القرار وتبنيه، حيث يكون خطوة أخرى في وقف حمام الدم النازف. المجد والخلود لشهدائنا الأبرار، والحرية لأسرانا البواسل، والشفاء لجرحانا الأبطال، والخزي والعار للخونة والمتخاذلين.
آمين.
وعاشت فلسطين حرة أبية.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
We're gonna try out another new chant today. You ready? Chicago draws the line! Chicago draws the line! We stand up for Palestine! Chicago draws the line! Chicago draws the line! We stand up for Palestine!
We stand up for Palestine.
Israeli apartheid has to fall.
Israeli apartheid has to fall.
Brick by brick and wall by wall.
Brick by brick and wall by wall.
Israeli apartheid has to fall.
Israeli apartheid has to fall.
Fight the power, turn the tide.
Fight the power, turn the tide.
Put it into genocide.
Put it into genocide.
Free!
occupation's got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The occupation's got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The occupation's got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The occupation's got to go!
After that last statement.
So we're actually going to conclude it here. I would like to say thank you so much everyone for coming out here today, and we hope that you all get home safe. Please follow CJP on Facebook for all future updates and the next rally, of course, which will probably be next week again. Thank you everyone, thank you for coming out, get home safe.
We're gonna clap 4 times, one more time, and say Gaza. Are you ready? Gaza! 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 Gaza!
you.